Kim Jong-un is revered by some as a god, but his actions don't exactly live up to those expectations. As a result of his questionable decisions, he's made quite the infamous name for himself, among other countries, and even in his incredibly isolated home of North Korea. So, either for his own safety or paranoia, he's very concerned about his safety. Here are 10 insane things Kim Jong-un does to protect himself. Number 10. Private outhouse. That sounds redundant. Of course, a restroom is supposed to be private, but Kim Jong-un takes this privacy to an insane level to protect himself. He has his own private porta potty that he brings with him every single time he travels abroad. Talk about paranoia. On top of that, in a bid to relieve the days of kings and queens of medieval Europe, Kim Jong-un has uniquely appointed employees to check on the status of his excrement to ensure he's in good health. Wait, it gets worse. His waste is also considered important for the security of the state, so it isn't disposed of without good reason. If that's not insane, wait till you hear the rest of the list. Number 9. The home shuffle. In most countries, presidents, prime ministers, or royalty have numerous homes. In the US, the president usually has at least one regular home, a room in the White House, and a few extra exclusive getaways that are maintained by the government. However, they're usually pretty transparent about all this. After all, what have they got to hide? Kim Jong-un, on the other hand, constantly moves around from mansion to mansion all across his country. That's just one of the many perks he has as the leader of a purely socialist regime. The government owns every single property in the country. Part of this constant moving might be for fun, but realistically, it's to keep people guessing on his whereabouts for his own peace of mind. Number 8. Multiple yachts. In a similar goal to changing houses, Kim Jong-un also frequents various yachts as well to keep would-be assassins at bay. There are a few problems with that plan, though. The most glaring is that the country has sanctions imposed by the UN that prevents imports on luxury goods like sports cars and even yachts. So there could really only be one person in the country who could manage to work around those sanctions, and it's the leader himself. Plus, in a poverty-stricken country, it's not likely you see many fancy boats come and go. It's another strange choice that probably just adds to his paranoia rather than actually protecting him. With so many sanctions in place, it's not like Kim Jong-un can go visit other countries freely. So where does he go on his private yachts? Number 7. A personal island. Unlike the last two, this one was actually pretty well hidden. The rest of the world only found out about Kim's personal island when former basketball star Dennis Rodman visited Kim Jong-un on his private island and then blabbed about it to the media. The island is specially tailored to Kim's specifications and exists solely for his entertainment. Number 6. Excessive protection abroad. When world leaders travel abroad, they usually bring next-level protection to keep them safe. Kim Jong-un took his protection one step further and traveled in a military-grade armored personnel carrier, or APC. That's not all, however. He also requested the Vietnamese military to patrol his hotel with fully armed tanks. This was mostly for show he put on for news outlets in his home country, but it definitely drew more attention on the streets of Hanoi, which is kind of the opposite response you'd want if you really were serious about protecting yourself. It's like a big neon sign that says, "Kim Jong-un is here." Not exactly subtle. Number 5. Personal bodyguard personnel. If you thought tanks outside the hotel was weird, check this out. Kim Jong-un hires a fleet of bodyguards wherever he travels in his special limousine. This is common for most high-ranking officials, or even some celebrities, but usually these guards follow in their own cars in a caravan to both conceal the identity of the actual location of the official, but also so that they can deploy quickly to intercept another vehicle. Kim Jong-un, however, takes a different approach. Here, you can see his personal bodyguards run alongside his limo on foot. So what happens when a dangerous situation actually occurs? Well, I guess the guards get left behind. Sounds like a rough job. Number 4. Personal air fortress. Well, fortress might be a strong word, but Kim Jong-un's private jetliner essentially functions like a budget version of the US's E-4B, combined with a luxury jet. The E-4B is a massive 6-story tall plane designed to function as a mobile office of command for the president in a wartime scenario. The E-4B can even withstand the immediate blast of a nuclear bomb. Kim Jong-un's private armor plane? Well, it's just a modified Soviet Il-62, a plane so outdated that it's no longer in use in any other country. Number 3. The Piranha Tank. Based on the James Bond classic, The Spy Who Loved Me, Kim Jong-un created a real-life version of the execution tool used by the villain in the film. That's right, he owns an actual full-size tank of hungry piranhas. This isn't for show either. To instill fear into those around him and protect his status as the country's ruler, it's believed that Kim Jong-un actually used the tank to kill one of his top generals after negotiations fell through with Trump back in 2018. Insane! Number 2. The Triple Train. Like his father before him, Kim Jong-un loves trains. His father was actually so afraid of flying, he almost exclusively traveled by train. But even though Kim Jong-un frequently flies around, he will still usually travel by train. If you thought his limo guards was excessive, check this out. Kim Jong-un travels with a total of 3 trains every time he embarks, and the other 2 trains are filled with guards. No, not train cars, full trains. That means he could be traveling with hundreds of armored soldiers at any given time. Crazy! If that wasn't enough, there are at least 20 train stations in North Korea that are used exclusively for Kim Jong-un and his parade of trains. Number 1. A new meaning to Internet. The Internet is an amazing invention that connects everyone in the world instantly. Well, everyone except North Korea. Their Internet is more inter than net and only allows for social connections within the country. This is also so that the supreme leader can completely control information distribution to the people out of fear of revolt. It's hard to say whether these crazy things actually protect Kim Jong-un or not, but he certainly seems to think so. What was the most insane thing you heard about Kim Jong-un? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like to show your appreciation, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting content.